Hello. Okay, guys. So I want to do a video on a topic. I'm sure that there's some people that do this a lot and really well. I did not hear about selling out of my trunk a ton, although my national Roxanne McEnroe has hilarious stories, and that was just something that was just easy to her. But she would wrap everything and pop it in a trunk and take it. And funniest story ever. She said she had a guy buy one for his girlfriend, one for his wife, and then ask for her number. But of course, going in pairs, I learned from her from some other stories. But she's got some tales, and she would go to construction sites, and that's really what I knew of from these funny stories of doing trunk sales. And then my offspring director said that her and another girl, and I'll tell you their names and give you props for stuff, give them props in a second, said that they were selling like 4,400 in a couple of weeks. And so I told her to come down to where I live in Hobbs, New Mexico right now. And I'm Mindy Gray, by the way. But I felt like, well, I had some friends that wanted this video, so I decided I would do it while I was wrapping. So all around me are really fun, cute wrapping things. We just had Christmas, so I'll share some numbers from how it went over Christmas. And y'all, this is going to be pretty detailed, pretty precise. But I loved it. At first when and I've got this email, okay, that I could send you. I'm going to try to put it on my website. It's called heartsonfire.app. Just to have it all in one place for like trunk sales where you can click on maybe some of the documents and little cute ideas that you guys will see. So I'll work on that. But my offspring, her name is Dee Russell, sent me an email when we were going to go trunk selling. And in a way, I loved that it was like, here's how each set looks. She's a C. And here's what we're going to price it for. And you'll want two of these, two of these, two of these. Like, she's done it so much that she knows what sells and, you know, is amazing at it. So at first I was like, well, man, where do I get to be creative about how, if I'm going to spend some time and like make baskets, I want them to look really, um, well, I want to be creative about it. I don't know. Sorry. Alarm to pick up babies. So, so at first I was like, oh, this is really, really detailed. Obviously I've got some eye in me. However, when I went out to sell with her, it was just as she said it was. And she was so, like, all she did was suggest these four basic sets based on who was shopping for who. So I want to tell you that to just know in advance that if it seems really detailed, it's because that's just how she's done it and it really works. So let me tell you the numbers. She came from Forney, Texas area, and we sold in 4 days of going out from 9 to 4. That's when everything kind of closes in my old field town. Probably 9 to 5, taking an hour lunch break, and sometimes having to spend hours rewrapping something based on how a guy wanted it. I'm going to put this here so you can stay excited because I keep looking at these all around me and it makes me really excited. So in 4 days, we sold 35.20. Blink, blink. Okay. And then she um and then the next day, so that was like Tuesday through Friday. The next day I went by myself to a couple places, just not knowing who else I was going to have to sell with. Well, then the next day, one of my girlfriends from Lubbock said, "Show me how you guys did that." Let me plug in my device. Show me how you guys did that. And she came down, y'all, in a couple hours one day and a couple hours the next day before she had to drive back 2 hours and pick up her kids from school. So probably 4 hours, we sold 1,100. And then I had two brand new consultants on my team, and they were sharp and had and we're coming in with inventory, and I wanted to teach them how to sell right away. So we just sold my inventory, and we did kind of like a dovetail split profit thing, and we sold, I think, 600 one day and 700 the next day. So about a little less than 2 weeks. So I don't know how much that is. 35, 36, 46, 47, 57, 58. So about 5,800, $6,000 plus a couple of husbands with guest lists I called. So it was just fun. And so um, I I I want to share with you guys what Dee taught me. Okay. So first thing I'll say, I'm just going to shoot off some things. You have these $100 baskets that you put out on the sides. Okay. And there it's very simple. There was just 4 styles and they might change a tiny bit, but let me show you. One is the candy basket. So in the email, you'll see these attachments. Okay. Where it has a Footsie Roll, like a peppermint, if you guys can see it, and lip saver, satin lips inside a roll of a toilet paper roll. A little bit of foil on the outside. You guys can see. So you've got these $100 baskets. One thing, put this on the top of your page as the most important thing. All of your baskets must include a teddy bear. I know you can laugh a little bit. A teddy bear! So this props goes out to Jennifer Collier, who would sell with Dee together small towns, hardly leaving their small town. I'm going to tell you where to go too. We only picked one specific criteria of places to go, and we wouldn't stop at all the others. I'm just going to tell you bay doors. They have to have bay doors, but I'll come back to that. So Jennifer said it has to have a teddy bear. And it's crazy, y'all. I had so many sets made up that didn't have teddy bears just because I couldn't find enough. And I literally had to rewrap all of the ones without teddy bears because they didn't sell. This looks like $1 million to a guy if there's a teddy bear in it. And I will say, these were from, I think these were, I got a lot of them like towards the end of Christmas, and some of them had Valentine's ones. Walgreens were pretty cheap for bears, by the way. Some of these are Dollar Tree, I'll show you. So you've got like 4 specific baskets that I'm going to go over right now. And then you've got a couple little stragglers like charcoal mask and pink clay mask or whatever fun things that we have. So for the $100 baskets, we had the candy basket. I think it only retails for like 78. So I have a little mug in there too. But the bear too, I mean, 78 is fine with the bear. We sell it for 100. Okay. Then there is, I have to go over the price thing too. And this is not, I do not done this a lot, although I've done it a lot now. Um, another 100, the pricing thing. Yeah, we just kind of round up the next $5. I'll tell you that in a second. Invigorate Sonic Brush with the massager head. That's already 100 retail with the bear. We still just have it as a $100 basket. One of Dee's funny ways on where to find bears is she says, like, gently use bears of your kids. Just throw them in a washing machine. My sister says to put them in a pillowcase. And you could use gently used bears. You could also uh, thrift stores was great. I've been looking on Facebook Marketplace for like months, knowing that I had to have bears and everything, and I still keep doing that. So if you ever find good deals on Facebook Marketplace or garage sales on bears, you are going to want 20 bears. Who would have thought? This is your life now. Okay, and then another $100 basket, candy basket, is the body care basket. So again, it can have with the bear and everything, you can add $15 because of the bear, Um, so our satin body scrub, wash, lotion, whip, and satin lips hits about 100. The baskets, thrift stores also, or one of my favorite things for $2 are the little photo boxes. This is our favorite for perfumes. Perfumes. That's one of the biggest ones that you're going to have. Isn't that crazy? Perfumes. Okay. So yeah, these boxes. There's one other box I'm going to show you I really liked too, and then I'll stop being not focused, but is that oh, the other $100 basket I have right now is like the Illuminea with lotion. But that one might not, have the same width out there. The boxes, the ones from Mary Kay that they have, I think they're the cutest. Let me see if I have one more. Nope, I just already sold it to a guy. So they're now Valentines wrapped, but I love that. And so this is a Dollar Tree bear. Actually, I had to give one of them a haircut because they looked a little funny, but um, I love how those boxes look. Um, all right, so you've got just a supply list. Sorry, guys, this is how my brain is a little bit. You have bears from thrift stores or Facebook Marketplace or Walgreens or Dollar Tree, okay? The gnomes, we kind of like the little gnomes too. I might have one. Oh, the one with the gnome I just sold, and I like a little gnome in here. It's cute too. Um, Baskets, thrift stores, Facebook Market. I've been finding a lot there too. And then, or Hobby Lobby when things go on sale. Let me show you one more container. And we like, what's it called? Sarah, I can't remember the name. Saran wrap. Is that what it's called? I don't know. Whatever. It's not called that. I've got one over there. Whatever. This is the basket bags. This is the 20 by 22 is the smaller one. And then they've got like something by 30 that's a bigger basket. I found these on Amazon. There's a big one and a small one. If you can tell, it has little hearts on it, but they're perfect and they're kind of see-through. So that might be more Valentine's, but one of those new consultants that went out selling with me found those bags on Amazon. So basket bags. All we put on the bottom is maybe some tissue and some shred and maybe one little cute ornament or decal thing. So these are like from Dollar Tree, those little hearts. Um, and then super gluing things. I had one of my customers goes to my church. Her husband bought a basket when we went by his shop with bay doors. He has a tire business. And she said, I loved how you glue dotted everything in. So glue dots or glue gun. Glue gun might kind of mess up some of the plastic of the product. So maybe that might be too hot. But glue dots is what Dee says she uses. All right. So there's supplies and there's your $100 baskets. Satin body set, Skinvigorate brush, candy set. They said they sold a lot of the candy sets. So ignoring Dee, I made like 7 or 8 of them, which was perfect because I went and sold after her of the candy sets. I think they're so cute. You also might want for some of your little things. So in the front of my trunk, and I can probably wish I could show some pictures. I might be able to show you some pictures. Oh, I'm not on Zoom. In the front, I always have a little basket. I have a basket here, but I don't want to pick it up. With small things in it. So the smaller things, like if they just want to spend, this is, mint bliss. So as a Footsie roll, that's $12. So we'll put it up to I remember I said the next 5. We're gonna do it as 15 to kind of count for tax. We just don't spend that much on packaging. But if I spent $12 on the bear, then put that in the price, but make it a number that's a 5 and already includes tax. Guys have to be really simple, which is why we only have a couple of options, okay? So I'm going to tell you, this is what I loved what Dee did. When someone went to her car, she said, who are you shopping for? And she gave them options. So I'm going to tell you the baskets that you're making are based on if they're shopping for their mom, their daughter, their wife, or girlfriend. Okay. And then, side note, women will shop too. So I have a perfume basket that we're showing the men too when they pick the perfume or body care. But I have a couple favorite things in there too. Like I love when I'm with a woman to show her just a couple favorite smells or whatever, and then she'll shop. We have found though with women that they will spend a little bit less, like they'll spend 20 to $60, and they will probably shop for some people. The men want to spend 50, 70, 100, maybe more, but we're not there. We're just doing $100 baskets. And it's about 2 of each of the $100 baskets that we put in the car, one of Dee's and one of mine, if you're going out with somebody. Or what I'm going to do this year, Dee's not coming. My friend Tiffany will come. I have another friend that sells chocolate covered strawberries and flowers. So we'll go out together. We did that last year before I knew what I was doing. Was not as fruitful, doing it the way I was doing it, which is selling a bunch of random stuff, which was still fine. Probably would sell um, like $300 a day or something. It wasn't bad. Um, Anyways, a small basket with small things. So here's the small things: Footsie Roll, some Dollar Tree socks, and then this one I did not make very cute yet because I'm rewrapping everything from Christmas. But she has a little bit of a different bow you'll see in the pictures. But she's called a spa girl, and so it's just really any kind of little mug. It can say whatever. It can even just be a glass. Like here's one without it. I mean, just showing you like any kind of glass from Dollar Tree has just great stuff. Um, but that one was like a lot of people liked it. Her bow is a little bit different, but I just wanted to show you one. So charcoal mask, and then Footsie Rolls. I think that's the only small ones I'm going to focus on. I will have some stragglers of this is wrapped from last Valentine's satin lips. And then I found these, I think it's at Dollar Tree. Just satin lip balm. So you're able to tell these guys, and I kind of want to go through the whole thing at the end and role play, but you're really telling these guys, hey, we've got gift ideas from 10 to $100 if you want to come look. So what's 10? Oh, the hand creams. We just did the hand creams for 10, which I do have. I'm just going to put them in these little boxes. I don't know if you've seen them. I think it's peterspackaging.com. But these little got pillow boxes. I think Hobby Lobby has them too. And then one more thing about Hobby Lobby. One more thing that you'll want to get. My friend Tiffany Parsley, who went and sold with me, so I'll put a bow on it and it says gorgeous. So I'll just do that for the hand creams. My friend Tiffany Parsley, and actually, and Dee already was doing it too with the satin hands, but the Christmas boxes with a window in it were 60% off, right? Now they're 40% off. So $6.99, 40% off. So they're like $5. I don't know. But they're so cute. Tiffany Parsley came up with this wrapping idea for the brush set, and we sold a ton. Like every brush set that we had to keep wrapping in between selling stuff because it was such a good idea. This is one of the ideas for wives or girlfriends, by the way, when we come back to that brush set. We still have these. We might not have it in the future, but it could be a charcoal mask and a brush fit really good. But this is the smaller size, but right now we have these little fragrance sets. And then, what was it? Satin hands. So I haven't finished wrapping all of mine, but satin hands goes in here, and it's amazing. And you don't have to, like, this is your only packaging except for some shred underneath, okay? All right, so that's your other thing to buy. I think pretty simple. I need things simple, and it's pretty simple for me. Okay, so now so you've got your $100 baskets, and right when you go somewhere, if you have a helper with you, which, by the way, I'm going to have a helper with me that doesn't even sell Mary Kay. Or like I already said, my partner last year. We'll go back out one of the days. I'll have a helper with me that doesn't even sell Mary Kay sometimes. And just to have someone with me, Okay, so let's finish with the other sets. I showed you the small things. So charcoal mask. I was going to show you this one. I haven't unwrapped it yet, but that was for a Christmas one. So I love those. So cute. Okay. So your small things, if they just want single items. I have to say this. Sorry, I didn't take a lot of notes because I just wanted to get this out really fast because I thought it was important and someone was requesting it. But when you do have a woman, Dee and Jen Collier found that it wasn't as easy to maybe get them to come shop. So I had the idea, well, I'm going to bring a mascara or I'm going to bring a little gift. It could be like a color card and a mini mascara and say, a gift for you if you'll bring all the guys out. Sometimes you will have to go to the office, but we avoided going to the office if we could, based on where we were going. So that's another thing it was just one fragrance box with the samples of the men's and women's fragrances. I last year found that if I showed some of the men some fragrances, that I sold a ton. So Dee just had already on her own when she came from Dallas to come sell with me a little bow on the top of all the men's boxes, and that's how we sold it to them. So that's the only samples with you are maybe the apple, almond, and berry vanilla. I had a white tea and citrus hand cream and a pomegranate hand cream so that they could know what the smells were. Um, and that's the only kind of sample box that I show the women or I show the guys to give them their choices. Role play in a second, the other boxes. How Dee had it is, and this was her first go-to for every woman or for every man that was shopping for his wife or girlfriend. What about a fragrance? That that had never crossed my mind, and I didn't believe her when she came, and so I only put one of each fragrance, except for a couple of Live Fearlessly because I love it, and Velvet. I'm obsessed with Velvet. Can we tell the company to keep it? I have like 15 because I love it so much that I sell it to all these husbands and all the girls. I only did one of each perfume. She told me to get two of every perfume, and I was like, I don't want that many in case I don't sell them or whatever in my head. But we did. We sold out of every perfume because we gave them a choice, and if they said clean, we said we showed them, which one that one might be. First, I think she would say sweet. Do you think she likes more sweet or more floral? And then we just let him smell a few, and he'd pick the box, honestly, based on the bear, probably. So right now I only have some Live Fearlessly, Velvet done so far, but the Velvet by itself, it's wrapped so cute by itself already. We did for like 35 or, I think it's 32. If we did it for 35 or if it was $35, we'd call it 40. Always rounding up the next five just seems to cover based on all of them. It just evens it out. Um, with the bear, we call it a $50 gift set. And then without the bear, I might just do it for 35. So I'll have some like individually wrapped. Um, but all the perfumes, that's another little box that Dollar Tree I know has these boxes too, y'all. And this is a Dollar Tree bear. Uh, so every perfume, two of them each, that was for 2 weeks of selling. So if you're going to sell for 1 week, then you might want one each. Or if it's just you and someone that doesn't sell Mary Kay, you would want two each. Isn't that crazy? Okay, so each of the perfumes wrapped, you've got the $100 baskets, and then you've got the body care sets. So I don't know if I have one wrapped. The only one I have wrapped is this one. So it would be, honestly, in this box is how I'm going to wrap them. If you just want ideas. I like pretty simple. I have to think because you're gonna sell all these and you're gonna have to go back and wrap more. I like it in this box also. I think it's just so classy and simple. It really just has some shred around it because it's not a very deep box. All right. Let's see. Each one of the perfumes, two of each. The men's cologne's just on the side. If we do have men's stuff this year, we happen to have y'all are gonna die. We happen to have some, beard stuff. My friend Tiffany Parsley, sales director, came up with this. It does have a little tag on it, and so she gave me the PDFs. I could put them on my website. They're not in the email, so you'd have to request them separately. But for beer, like she came shopping with me and had this idea, and everybody wanted to buy it. So I made it, and I kept mostly the women and some guys that needed to buy for somebody. But this is just the beard wash that Mary Kay still has. They're probably not. Um, but anytime they have anything beard. So she came up with another one, just a silhouette. She had it like that with the product outside of it. Then she came up with another one that was a silhouette of a man, black and white with a man in a tuxedo. So you can do that one also for other Mary Kay sets is what I'm going to do. So, but that one, that was her tag that she had. That one sold a ton. So now I'm just going to rewrap them all for Valentine's. Okay. These over here. All right, other things. Okay, so you've got satin hands and satin body. I think that was it. Okay, so you've got in this little tin right here, brush sets, satin hands, and satin body. And they can those we did not put with bears because they're $40. The satin hands we did for 40. It's 38, we just did it for 40. The brush sets are 58. I think we just did 60. but really that's how much this is costing me, $4 or whatever. It was even cheaper at Christmas, 60% off. And then the other one, the body care set. I don't know why, but the apple almond berry vanilla with the lotion, we did for 35. It only cost 28, but we did it for 35 because it's worth way more. So that's what I'm saying. It all kind of evens out. I don't know. It's just how we did it. So here's the role playing, and I think that we're done, okay? Um, the role playing of it. Okay, so what you're looking for specifically when you go out is bay doors. So that's like oil change places, tire shops. I live in Hobbs, New Mexico, so it's like shops where they work on big trucks, so all mechanic places. Um, this was really weird. I do have a place that I like to go to for a car dealership, but we had someone tell us, go to the car dealership, and we're like, we've already been to the Chevy dealership. And they're like, no, go to the guys in back. They had the biggest garage with at least 20 cars being worked on at a time, but big bay doors open. And so we just walked in well, I walked in and she popped the trunk. I think Katie was with me, a newbie. And we just asked them, pointing to the trunk. And I'll say something funny like, you want to come to my trunk? Or like, hey, come to my trunk. I've got some. And I'll walk up with one of my favorite ideas, a cute idea. I said, we've got gift ideas already wrapped from 10 to $100. Come to my trunk. Um, it's kind of funny. So that's what we do. Bay doors open. There's enough places. Dee and Jennifer Collier were in, gosh, I remember the little town. Not Happy, Texas. Ooh, what's that little town called? I don't know. But they're outside of Amarillo in a little town, and they just stayed around there for their 2 weeks of selling. So there's enough places without you going to every single place where guys work. Definitely go if you have a connection of where some guys work. To just go where there's bay doors. And Dee says that in the Dallas area, there's so many places to buy and shop that she likes to go to the smaller towns. So if you're in even her town, Forney, she likes to go to the little smaller towns around because they have to do more work to get out. Also, I loved this. Dee loved to honor these guys. We even had one cry because these guys that we're specifically selling to, they were 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. and then they go home and they maybe don't have time to go out and shop. So we're honoring these guys that work really hard and maybe can't find something this cute, okay? And then one more thing about the heart of it. I was terrified last year and I just wanted to do it because I'm like, if I'm a sales director and I'm telling people these ideas, why don't I try to do it? I developed a heart to kind of just pray and see who might be able to find that needs our help. Y'all, I did see some at Albertsons, some cute ideas. And their wives will probably like them because they have a teddy bear in them. However, there were I had 65 people that I sold, men that I sold gifts to. And then there was another 35 women that I sold gifts to. One crazy idea that I won't say it, I don't get credit because one of my team members, Melissa Langston, actually came up with it. She, instead of putting a gift card in each one, which I've never gotten a call back, by the way, ever doing that. She said, can I send your wife a virtual gift card or your gift receiver a virtual gift card? What's her name and number? Y'all, I I had at least 4 people booked for the last 4 Mondays since Christmas. I booked them all at the very beginning of Christmas for January for all the Mondays and even one Saturday. I had at least 4 people in each one to bring friends booked for each one of those times. So except for one day snowed. Besides that, all of those appointments held, and those were my faces for this past month because I was able to send them a virtual gift card and say, hey, I want you to be able to exchange anything that you need to, and you got this extra gift card from your whatever, from your spouse or from your whatever, father-in-law, whatever. Okay, so that's a genius idea because then you've got their names, and now they're not just someone who bought once, and you can exchange and everything. So some good customers I think I found so far from that. I don't know about team members yet. I'm working on it. layering them. Okay, so role playing. Whoever is at the cart, or if you, yeah, you'd have the two $100 baskets on the both sides of the trunk. So I guess I'm the trunk. Okay. You've got the $100 baskets. Y'all, we went to one place and they bought two of the kids. One guy bought a candy basket and two other ones for his daughters, and then two other guys bought each one of the $100 baskets because they're busted. So, and even a cute blanket, like a Dollar Tree blanket on the bottom, is we had one guy bought one with a blanket, and so the other guy wanted one. So we had to go to Dollar Tree and get a blanket. It's funny. So you've got the $100 baskets out, just one of each style, or one each, a couple of mine and a couple of the other girls, out. And then we had one of each perfume. We had two boxes, and we threw a big blanket, or I've done before, a big towel over it to kind of keep it from falling when you're going around. But we had one of each perfume with a bear. All the perfumes all had bears. And then one of each flavor of the satin hands, if you have several. We had pomegranate this past year. One of each of or maybe even two each if there's a couple different styles of the body care. So we just did the apple, almond, and berry vanilla, but I did end up wrapping some of the hydrating lotion ones with 2-in-1 body wash. And then a basket right in the front with the little ones, and then a couple of the men's gift ideas. We had with us the perfumes samples to bring out. One more thing. Yeah, and then all of our extra stuff, the other $100 baskets sat on the seat, and then any other little things that we wanted were on the floor. And we put about 1,000 wholesale in the car, and that was our goal each day, was to sell 1,000 retail, 1,000 retail, so 500 each. Okay, I think that's it. Oh, role play, last thing. So here's how it went, and you're gonna have to imagine a trunk with me. Someone came up to the car, and I'm just gonna pretend I'm Dee, and she would say, "Who are you shopping for?" And then they would say, "My mom," and she would go straight to, so under mom, satin hands. This is our favorite one for moms, and she would show them the satin hands and maybe let them smell a few flavors. Simple. I just never had these thoughts before. And then she would say, "Who are you shopping for?" My wife. Awesome. So we had these $100 baskets, and there was one younger guy that got for his mom $100 baskets. You can point those out too. $100 baskets of body care. If they said wife, she would immediately get the perfumes and say, "What kind of smell? I recommend a perfume. What kind of smell does she like?" And so based on if they said, warm or sweet or whatever, show them your favorites or whichever ones you already have, wrapped. I'm gonna have a ton of Live Fearlessly and Velvet, and maybe one each of the other ones just for fun. However as many as I can wrap in 3 days. Yeah, and so, but she would let them smell, and they'd be like, "Oh, this one's good." They loved the Illuminea. It was amazing. We sold it. We sold out of every single one that we had. And I think maybe there's something about it that's romantic or something. And then the next option that was with $100 baskets, the next option was the brush set. So she said it comes in a, beautiful little travel bag. They're synthetic brushes, so they last forever, and they're the softest. And some of these sell for like $200, and so ours is 60. So that was her kind of go-to for wives, perfume and brush collection. And then let's see, if they were shopping for daughters, she would go to the body sets, straight to apple, almond, or berry vanilla. Um, and then if they were really young, charcoal mask, we would do charcoal mask. And then, of course, like satin lips. We did have some for little kids, okay? I don't know if I have any. The little kids' bags. I don't know if I have it with me right now, but it was just a cellophane bag with the mint lip, or it could be a lip balm in there. Um, and one of the little like kids packs from Dollar Tree that has like where you can color and pencils and stuff. So we had little kids ones too, that we sold for like 12. So, or 10. Yeah, so I think that's it. I hope that helps. But it was so simple. It was amazing. Bye.